The eve of Summer Game Fest is upon us. Yet, as we sit ready to bask in the sunny glow of game trailers, news, and announcements, there is one former gaming event giant that won't be part of the festivities: E3. The Electronic Gaming Expo, which began in 1995, sadly announced it was canceling its 2022 event, leaving us only with our memories. Yet, E3 has given us numerous memorable moments and memes from its 2 decades of history, so today, we're shouting out some of our favorites. Fair warning, there are a lot of cringes ahead. Back in 2006, Sony felt like Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic. The PlayStation 2 had not only managed to unseat the king of the gaming world, Nintendo, but also managed to hold off Microsoft's upstart Xbox to become the best-selling console of all time. However, this domination perhaps led to some overconfidence on the part of Sony, as when it came time to announce the console's successor, Sony chairman Kaz Hirai took to the stage to announce that the PlayStation 3 would cost an astounding $599, causing the room to instantly fall silent.
The 20GB PlayStation 3 will retail for $499 US and 549 Canadian dollars. And the 60GB PlayStation 3 for $599 US, $659 Canadian.
It's one of the most shocking moments in E3 history, made even worse by the fact that Microsoft's Xbox 360 was retailing at $399 at its most expensive tier, in part leading the 360 to dominate the early part of that generation's sales, a lead that PlayStation 3 would take years to eventually surpass. Yet, it's not just Sony that fell victim to overconfidence because, in 2013, Sony got its revenge on Microsoft. Earlier that year, Microsoft had unveiled its latest console, the Xbox One, and its reveal left gamers with a bad taste in their mouth. Not only had the company seemingly ignored its core audience of gamers by focusing almost entirely on the console's more multimedia possibilities, but its worst offense to many was its aggressive DRM policy that would not only require the system to be always online in order for people to play games on it, but would also allow publishers to entirely kill sharing and buying used games. As a result, Microsoft came to E3 with little public goodwill behind them, something Sony took advantage of. During their press conference, Sony released a hilarious instructional video featuring execs Adam Boyes and Shuhei Yoshida on how to share games on their new PlayStation 4.
This is how you share your games on PS4. Thanks.
PlayStation.
It was an entirely simple yet knockout punch that won Sony the early momentum in the latest gaming generation's mindshare. Speaking of knockouts though, Keanu Reeves. Whether he's stopping a bus with Sandra Bullock, beating up fascist computer Elrond, or avenging puppies with endless violence, we stand Keanu Reeves here. And that sentiment is clearly shared by many gamers, causing one of the best moments at E3 2019, when Keanu Reeves graced the stage during Microsoft's Xbox event to reveal that he would be appearing in Cyberpunk 2077 as Johnny Silverhand, leading to this beautiful exchange with an audience member.
The feeling of being there, of walking the streets of the future, is really going to be breathtaking. You're breathtaking. You're breathtaking. You're all breathtaking. All right. So,
not only do we agree about Keanu's breathtaking capabilities, but this adorable moment also proved exactly why. Back in the early 2000s, Grand Theft Auto was the king of gaming. Though, I guess that hasn't really changed. However, the juggernaut GTA franchise had become synonymous with the PlayStation with its initial exclusive releases for GTA 3 and Vice City on the PlayStation 2, which made it all the more shocking when Xbox's Peter Moore took the stage in 2006 and rolled up his sleeve to reveal his newest tattoo, the Grand Theft Auto 4 logo, announcing that GTA 4 was coming to Xbox and even had exclusive DLC.
But it gets even better. Microsoft and Rockstar Games have entered into a strategic partnership to provide exclusive episodic content via Xbox Live.
Sadly, E3 moments are not always remembered for how great they were. Sometimes, they're remembered for being much, much worse.
It's Ridge Racer. Ridge Racer!
In 2010, Ubisoft was seemingly riding high. Yet during the middle of its press conference hosted by Community's own Joel McHale, it decided to create one of the cringiest moments in E3 history by having players run around the crowd playing laser tag to promote their then upcoming real-world shooter game, Battletag.
It's attractive people running around.
Hold on, Joe. Chopper's coming. The blue sharks.
We're all...
Take the lead.
Jeez.
Look out. Heads up.
Just gonna hide.
Are you tired or what?
Jeez.
It's deeply, deeply painful. Made even worse by the fact that its E3 moment made more of an impression than the game ever did. Yet, while Ubisoft certainly has had terrible moments at E3, it definitely hasn't hit the lows of Konami in 2010. Konami's entire press conference that year was front to back one of the most painful viewing experiences of our lives, and I can't even imagine what it must have been like to be in the room. I won't put you through the hell of a beat-by-beat discussion, but some of the highlights include live luchador performers awkwardly interrupting one of the publishers talking.
Let's leave. Now. Yeah.
A group of karaoke singers performing show tunes for Glee Karaoke Revolution, and Taki Fuji trying to get applause from a deeply uncomfortable audience with some of the worst lines in E3 history.
Hi. Yeah. And also you'll see that the difficulty levels will be changed on a 2 players mode and making even harder.
Speaking of cringe though, we'd be remiss if we didn't let Nintendo enter the competition. In 2008, during Nintendo's conference, the iconic Shigeru Miyamoto took to the stage to help promote the latest game in the endlessly successful Wii games line, this time Wii Music. And he and several others decided to play a performance for the audience in the game, and, well, the music speaks for itself, doesn't it? Perhaps this moment is why no one is clamoring for a Wii Music revival in the same way we got a Wii Sports revival for the Switch. Well, I'm here to say I'm calling them out as cowards. Bring me Wii Music Switch! Unfortunately, Wii Music wasn't Miyamoto's only cringe E3 moment on this list. 2 years after the Wii Music fiasco, Miyamoto once again stepped onto the stage to promote the return of the iconic Zelda franchise with Skyward Sword. And like many games on the Wii, the biggest overt change to the series' formula came with its addition of motion controls, promising to let ya swing and slash like Link himself. However, when Miyamoto tried to show off how cool it would be, he ended up recreating a more realistic portrayal of most players' experiences with the Wii, flailing about as the controller refused to respond to his inputs.
And if I do a shield bash, then I can knock the rocks back at him. Uh-oh. There we go.
Thankfully, years later, Skyward Sword made the motion control optional in its Switch re-release, allowing people a chance to re-experience the game without worry of, wireless interference. Alright, we've been kinda harsh on Miyamoto, but while he's certainly had his awkward moments at E3, he's also delivered one of its most heartwarming. At E3 2017, Miyamoto appeared at Ubisoft's conference to discuss Nintendo's collaboration with the company with the game Mario + Rabbids Kingdom Battle. It's not every day that one of gaming's biggest figures talks about a game you helped create, and creative director David Solani certainly felt the profoundness of the moment, getting emotional as Miyamoto discussed the game.
And so when I met Davide-san, who is the creative director of this game, yes. When I met Davide-san, I had just one condition for this project.
It's one of the earnest and sweetest moments in all of E3. But that's our list for some of the best moments in E3 history. But obviously, there are so many more, from Cliffy B's Gears of War announcement to whatever the hell Usher was doing here. So let us know what some of your favorite moments from E3 were down in the comments. And if you're done reminiscing, don't forget to subscribe to GameSpot for all our impending Summer Games Fest coverage. Otherwise, thanks for watching.